Voyages. I'm the captain, Captain Chase McKinney, and joining me once again for some more best friend action time. Action adventure fun time. My dear friends, Commander Eric and Commander David. What's up, dudes?
What's going on?
Hey, dude.
Dude.
What does yours say?
Mine says sweet. What's yours say, dude?
Awesome. What does yours say?
Sweet. Oh, it's going to be that kind of episode, guys. That kind of episode.
That's right.
Anyway. Well, it's good to see y'all again. Hasn't been too terribly long since we had our little double feature of a discussion, but hey, it's fine. We all need a little bit of downtime, you know, even if it is only a few days apart, but we need a little shore leave, a little downtime. And I hope you all have been able to enjoy your downtime, your shore leave for the last several days since we last hung out.
Shore leave. Yeah.
Eric, did you have a rager between then and now?
A rager?
Yeah.
No, I'm not a rager.
Did you do any karaoke?
I'm a bad singer.
Okay. We're going to go there. We're going there right now, okay? What is your go-to karaoke song? Go.
Crocodile Rock by Elton John.
Okay. Can you sing us a couple bars, Eric?
No.
Okay.
La 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 la.
Wow, that was... Dude, you're going to get like a Grammy or something for that. I don't know.
I
man.
know, right?
I think it's in the cards, man. I think you got this. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you know, Willie Mays, no one had ever heard of him. He just appeared the other day.
David, what's your go-to karaoke song?
Tiny Dancer.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, we got the Elton John thing going on here.
Okay.
Yep. I mean, it's like Billy Joel or Elton John, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or some 80s power ballad.
Yeah, I'm going to break the cycle, man. It's not going to be like Elton John for me. It's going to be something from like Journey or like Cyndi Lauper, you know what I'm saying? Like it could be like some girls just want to have fun, you know? Like you never know, man.
You sound more like a Time After Time person.
I do like me some Time After Time.
No, so there is one that you played when we were all down at your house, like
Dude, yes. If I have all y'all, we will definitely rock out some Backstreet Boys. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, I have done the I Want It That Way.
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't?
That's a crowd pleaser, you know?
You know, you can't go wrong with some Backstreet Boys especially if you're from the 90s, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, just look at the money the Backstreet Boys are making right now.
For real.
Like,
for real. Yeah. We're gonna have to get together.
I kind of want to go to one of those shows at the Sphere.
Dude, that looks awesome.
And
Like-
you know, Metallica's just starting there now. I just went and looked at everything
really?
sold out like that.
Yep.
I'm sure.
Yep.
It looks
Yeah,
like an awesome venue. I'm not gonna lie.
It wasn't this summer. It was the summer before, if I'm remembering this right. NHL draft happened at the Las Vegas Sphere, and that just looked so cool. Like it was like really cool to watch the NHL draft at the Sphere. So, yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, thank you for sharing your go-to karaoke song. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll have to get y'all back down here, you know, back down here to Lone Star Station, so to speak. You know what I mean? And do some Backstreet Boys karaoke, some just 90s karaoke. If it's not that, like, I could do some Smash Mouth, like some All-Star or some other lesser-known Smash Mouth songs.
Interesting. The Smash Mouth.
What's so interesting about that? Like, that is like the bread and butter of like our childhood, my dude.
It was, but
Yeah.
like, I mean, you don't really hear people talk about Smash Mouth much anymore.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
And you know, R.I.P. to the singer's name, whatever he is.
Yeah.
I don't know his name. Sorry, Smash Mouth singer and Smash Mouth fans. I don't know his name.
Eric is sorry.
I am sorry. I don't know. We're talking about him, and I'm just
Steve
shit.
Harwell is his name, by the way.
Steve Harwell. Did you have to
Yeah.
look that up?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Nope. When you, I don't know if you would have known this, but like there were some folks that were like a little, like maybe 1 year younger than us in high school. Kid with the last name of Palmer. Him and his younger brother, also Palmer. They said that I look like Steve Hartwell, and we did some like lip sync like Smash Mouth videos back in like late high school, early college years. So
Okay.
yeah, like back in like early college years, I only had like this, like just like a little tuft of like a soul patch, like I don't know, something. What's this called? Like not it, like the soul patch is just the thing right under your lip, but like it was just like this, like
I mean,
my chin.
it's like a goatee type of thing.
Yeah.
Chin strap and a soul patch.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have the mustache. It was like just this, like the little soul patch and like the hair on my chinny chin. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's how I got like the Steve Harwell kind of thing back then. So
Okay.
it's fine, guys. I mean, we've done enough reminiscing. We've done enough of that. Do you want to just go ahead and just dispense with like a little lodge meeting and just mosey on into talking Trek?
Yeah, let's just get to it.
Yep.
Let's just get to it, okay? Everyone, welcome to the show. This is your red alert as we go into spoilerific territory and talk about the third episode of Season 4 of Star Trek Strange New Worlds, episode Human Best Friend.
Oh my gosh. Can we just talk about this for a second? Just broad.
One second,
Like-
that's it.
Like, we've been lamenting on this show about a lack of originality, maybe, that this show has been exhibiting over the past season and a half here.
Sure.
And my God, like last week we're like, well, it's a blatant ripoff of Event Horizon, right? And then, last season we were like, oh, well, this is just a remake of Arena. This is just a remake of Elementary Dear Data, right? And okay, so Star Trek The Next Generation remade The Naked Time, right? With The Naked Now, right? But that was like one. And, I don't mind a shore leave episode. There's some good shore leave episodes out there, like Shore Leave from the original series, or Captain's Holiday.
Yep.
Right? Or, the Fairhaven episodes from Voyager, which are harmless. Right?
Harmless.
They're harmless, right? Or even 2 Days and 2 Nights from Enterprise. Some fun little episodes here, and I don't mind little diversions, right? You got to take some time. I was literally asking last week, did we get a weekend, right? Do we get a Sunday?
Yeah, you did.
We need vacations, right? This is a high stress job, right? Especially from the command crew. So let's take a vacation. But can we not just like blatantly rip off stories that have happened before? This is like a combination of, it's like a Franken mash of Dude, Where's My Car and The Hangover. Like,
Yeah.
I was literally watching this episode. My wife was watching this too. She was kind of sitting there, and she doesn't really watch these, but she's watching this, and she's like, isn't this just The Hangover? I was like, yeah, but it's also like Dude, Where's My Car? Or Dude, Where's My Shuttle? And she's like, is that the Mike Tyson tattoo on his face?
Yes.
Well, do you guys remember the South Park episode where they were, I think it was the one where they're making fun of Family Guy, and they were using like manatees or whatever, that they would pick up these random ideas for like the flashbacks. It was all just this whole random thing.
Yeah.
I almost wonder if they have like a bowl of like, these are my favorite movies and stuff like that, and you just pick one out of the hat, and then this is what we're going to write the show to this week.
It's just weird.
Well, so I did see a few posts about this, and like, generally people were kind of pretty positive on this episode, but like the one thing that I did see, especially when there was like a negative comment, there were a lot of people who would go in there and say, would you be saying this if this were a 22 episode season? But
No,
I think, well, I mean, I'm probably still going to call out that it still feels like The Hangover. And like you said, The Hangover and Dude, Where's My Car? But we probably wouldn't complain as much if it were just a part of a much longer season.
Yeah, it's like when you do these long 22 episode seasons, you get day off episodes. You get, episodes that are in a sense filler, right?
The clip shows.
Yeah, you get things like that. But and I think I feel like Chase and I have maybe said this when we've done our like character episodes. We've been like, this is an episode I don't think would exist in a 10 episode season if we had 10 episodes.
Correct.
Like, I think I said that about Captain's Holiday. I was like, I don't think we get Captain's Holiday in a 10 episode season.
Correct.
When we did Cisco, the episode Explorers, which I love that episode, it's like, we don't get that in a 10 episode season, right? You just don't. And so to see an episode like this in a 10 episode season is kind of, it's odd, right? It strikes me as being odd, sort of out of place, because I feel like we want, big important things to happen, in every episode when you have these 8-10 episode seasons. Not that like we have a serialized story here, because we don't, right? But I still feel like people are expecting, I guess, serious in quotes episodes. It's kind of jarring.
Yeah.
That's just,
yeah. I mean, I agree.
okay.
And like, did y'all think that, there was the comment, like it was kind of like a last time, kind of situation, like, like the drama that kind of kicks off in the beginning, like where Ortegas and Scotty are kind of like button heads with each other's like at different points of the ship, but like we saw like a little bit of that ambivalence and like that frustration in like the in the prior episode, basically, like when they were kind of like bumping into each other. It just seemed like that conflict with each other was just contrived just so we could have this episode. Like, it didn't seem like it was really necessary at all.
Well, I felt like we all said last week, it felt like it came out of nowhere.
Exactly.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Right?
it was
like,
very
when
contrived.
did they ever have any animosity between each other?
I don't know. I mean, they seemed to be doing all right when Scotty was, saving the day with the Gorn invasion that got everything going with freaking Marie, at the end of season 2.
Yeah. I feel like it came out of nowhere.
Truly. Oy, 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 oy. Well, anyway, so I don't know how much there really is to discuss with this episode, if I'm being honest. There's vignettes of really just kind of like doing a little bit of like touch and go with like our cast. But before we get like too into like the actual shore leave of it, there is a lot of high stress that's happening on the ship. There hasn't been much in the way of time off, like, Eric was alluding to, and people just want to get away. And we get this cute little like commercial that pops up, and we get a little bit of Star Trek, the animated series, cartoon style showing up, which I thought that was a nice nod. I'm not mad at that at all. I like that. Saying, hey, come here, come hang out with us. You'll get your own personalized little vacation, basically, based on your needs and junk like that.
Yeah, you go to a
there's no technology.
drunk planet, right? You just feel drunk, and it affects everyone differently.
Yep. And everyone's on board with it. So it's Alpha Shift, right? That's going to be going on this, which I think that's kind of odd that just one shift is going on shore leave and not like the whole ship.
Well, it's not even Alpha Shift. It's just the senior officers, right? And the senior officers can't make up all of Alpha Shift, right?
No, but still, I mean, I remember it being said that it was Alpha Shift that was going to get this.
Yeah.
Sure.
Have they ever referred to them specifically as Alpha Shift before?
Not that I'm aware of, dude.
I remember in Chain of Command, right, when Jellicoe comes on, he wants 4 shifts, right? And he mentions Delta Shift, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I remember that in TNG, but like specifically Strange New Worlds, have they ever used that terminology before?
No, I don't think so.
I just thought it was kind of weird because it's like, yeah, Alpha Shift just wound up being your senior staff, normal bridge crew.
Yeah.
Yep. And Nurse Chapel here, man, she is excited. So I feel like she's been here before.
She's definitely
like the way she's talking about it. She has been here before. Yeah. Got that. But it's like, okay, Nurse Chapel, we get it. You like your vacation.
Yep. So we decide to go, right? And this starts out just like the freaking Hangover. We're gonna, as soon as we open up the freaking shuttle door, the air, the atmosphere, the whatever is going to take effect, and boom, you're off to the races. Everyone's excited, and next thing we know, between Ortegas landing hard on purpose, allegedly, to tick Scotty off. Next thing we know, it's her in a hotel room with a Mugato, which is actually Scotty wearing the Mugato costume. And now we have to figure out what happened to all this lost time. Like, what was it, like 10, 12, 18 hours of something of like lost time. And now we have to like retrace our steps, just like the Hangover, and figure it out.
With Ortegas, who no longer feels the effects of the planet.
Correct.
No, but she has her head is throbbing though.
Yeah.
Right, and she's got a cast on her arm.
Right.
Yep. That's what happens.
That's exactly what happens. So anyway,
I'm gonna she punches the Mugato. Because my first reaction, when I see a dinosaur is to punch it, right? So my first reaction when I see a Mugato is to punch it. I'm learning from Laan, right? She's taught me a few things. Aren't Mugatos like poisonous, right?
Yes,
Didn't
they're
one
hornets,
bite Kirk and he was gonna die?
Very much so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Just punch it, man.
Just punch it.
Punch it. Is now a good time for hit it? No.
No.
Okay. All right. So we have a little visit from our host, which I'm forgetting his name, but he was one of the comedians in the sketch show Kids in the Hall. If anyone remembers that.
Vaguely.
No one's remembering that.
No.
Vaguely.
Okay. Anyway, so we get a little visit from him saying there's a letter and it needs to be delivered, and now our new quest now is to find Pike to deliver this letter to him instead of the guy taking it to Pike himself. So now we're on a little quest trying to find Pike, and we are wandering around saying, have you seen him, have you seen him, have you seen him, and we're running into various crew.
I mean, that seemed a little odd, though, right? To you, did you feel like something was up when he delivered the message to Ortegas? And here, deliver this message to your captain.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why can't you deliver it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't trust you.
I mean,
I don't trust him.
No. So, who was it? What went first? Was it the bar that we go to first?
No, we go to Spock first.
Yeah, Spock. Okay, so we go to Spock, and Spock he doesn't look like he's been affected at all, but yet we find out that he thinks everything is like plants right now. Like, he just sees people and things as plants.
Well, he sees Kirk.
Yeah. But he's making all these like plant references and stuff. And
remind me to come back to the Kirk of it all.
Yeah. I figured you would, bud. We know you're going to, so anyway. So we go there, and yeah, we're figuring out where to go next. We have some more interactions.
Well, they go to Uhura's room.
Who's having like a rave or something.
Yeah, she's having a major rager, man.
And she doesn't want to let them in for some
They're,
reason.
No.
they're hot box in that room, man. You know, you got to be prepared.
Yeah, it's not part of their journey, man. It's not their journey to be in there, dude. Like, they have their own journey. You know what I'm saying, man?
Yeah.
So, yeah, Uhura turns them down from coming to her little rager, her little rave and stuff. So, next thing we do is we go looking for more folks, and we come across Una, who's doing some Klingon karaoke.
Klingon power ballads.
Yeah,
Why are there so many?
that's right.
Yeah, why does she have 10 of them? Or whatever it is.
And then from there, we kind of spin around from Una doing her Klingon karaoke power ballads, and we see M'Benga doing his best Tom Cruise cocktail impression.
Yeah. Terrible. We got an terrible? It's green. We got an it's green.
It's green. It's green.
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah, that was nice.
Green.
What is it? It's green.
No, that was clever. I like that.
Yeah. So, I mean, we're like, no one really knows, and then we do end up finding Pike in a den, getting a Mike Tyson. Well, no, he's not getting a Mike Tyson yet, but he is getting some ink.
He gets a horsey tattoo.
He gets a horsey.
And then he says, I should get a face tattoo. Okay, listen, I just want to talk about, I know we're playing this episode for laughs, right? But the atmosphere on this planet is supposed to make you feel, they say, use the word inebriated, right? Which to me makes me think drunk, right? But I don't feel like that's how it's coming off in this. It's coming off as more of like being high.
Yep.
Right, and I don't know. I mean, Pike, he comes off to me as a straight shooter, right?
He does, yeah.
Doesn't come off to me as a guy who, you know, in his college days, his academy days, he wasn't the room you went to have a cloud of smoke coming.
It's like,
right?
Yeah, I inhaled.
Yeah,
totally
I didn't inhale, right?
Mm-hmm.
But so he doesn't strike me as the guy that would wants to enter his altered states, right?
Right.
But he does strike me as a guy who enjoys his fine liquors, right? His wines. He strikes me as a wine and a bourbon guy, or maybe a Scotch guy. I don't know, but
who knows?
I don't know. I don't like seeing our captain act like such an idiot, right? Like it feels too much to me. I don't know. I didn't like it.
There are other captains.
I was gonna go more to that, but I was like, I don't like it. I don't care for it.
Yeah. Well, along the way, right? We're trying to like figure out where the shuttle is, because, by the way, that these negotiations that we're supposed to have with these aliens, they're supposed to be like 2 weeks out or something like that, has been now moved up to 2 hours from now. And by the way, it takes about an hour for all this stuff to kind of wear off once you leave the atmosphere. So now we have to get the crew together. We have to find the shuttle and get everyone on the shuttle and get the heck out of Dodge. Well, in the meantime, La'an basically has started her own warrior cult as part of her own shore leave with Ambo Jitsu, for crying out loud.
Well, I think she's just in like a yoga studio or something at first.
Yeah. She dialed that yoga studio up to an 11. You know what I'm saying?
That didn't look like Ambo Jitsu to me, though.
Oh, they had like the little bow staff.
They didn't have the giant Q-tip, like American Gladiator Q-tips.
There were Q-tips.
Right?
There were Q-tips.
Not the big bulbous ends, right?
Say that one more again. Say it again, please.
The big bulbous ends. Were there?
I saw it. I was
Hers
convinced.
just looked like a straight rod to me.
So we're looking. So La'an's living her best life with her warrior cult at a yoga studio.
Yeah, what I forget what they needed to go find her. Why exactly?
So
Well,
part of it is what happens, right? So like we go to like the parking garage, basically the valet attendant, to get the shuttle. It's not there, and it's like poking around some more, and in that lost time, apparently the valet attendant gave the parking chip to Scotty, and Scotty doesn't remember this. So now they're having to find it, and they go to Spock, and Spock does a mind meld with a ficus,
yes,
pretty much.
My mind to your
leaf. And it's apparently some kind of computer map thing, and apparently the shuttle is parked on top of like a skyscraper, like a stratosphere kind of thing, and it's apparently in some kind of gang territory. I don't know how they know that exactly. I can't remember that, but
yeah, I think you're right. He's able to like read the plan. I don't know. You're right.
But yeah, that's where La'an gets in. Like, we need some muscle, man. Like, we need her muscle. We need her violent tendencies, Captain. You know, to go there to reacquire said shuttle and get the heck out of Dodge. So it doesn't go quite as to plan. I mean, La'an, like, she's willing to play ball, but she gets the answer. But then she's like, Scotty, no, you got to give me something. Scotty and Ortegas, you got to give me something for me to give this to you. You think I'm just going to give it to you that easily? Type of thing. And then it just goes from bad to worse. With
we need a shirt. Yeah.
But we do get on the shuttle, but we can't find the thing. And like to start it, to do all sorts of things. And we find out that this hidden, what was it? What was that?
I
don't even know what the thing was. But
yeah, I don't know. But it was hidden in her cast.
It was hidden in her cast, and as soon as it's located, we have two shadowy figures put a bag over their heads, take them to a warehouse with a spotlight, tie them up, and we have Dave Foley, our Kids in the Hall alien guy, saying, "No, you told me to do this. You said keep you away from the shuttle at all cost, even if you have to tie us up."
In what looked like the Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade scene, right?
Yeah, we just need like a fireplace with Nazis in the room on fire. You know what I'm saying?
Dad, what? Dad, what?
A fireplace. Anyway.
Yeah, he says, you were stressed out, and I wanted you to relax.
So I'm giving you more stress. So you can relax.
Yeah, I didn't quite understand that. And maybe I should bring it up later, but like the bomb, right? The bomb that's in here. I don't know. Did we know there was a bomb in here? I guess I'm just missing, because they left the video for future selves, right? Mm-hmm. Don't take the shuttle back to the Enterprise. Was it don't take the shuttle back to the Enterprise because we know there's a bomb in here?
I don't think so.
I wasn't tracking for me. And like, who was exactly that moved up the timeline of the negotiations? Was that Ortegas who did that? Or was it Pike? Pike did that? But why? Why did he do that?
There was a comment. It's like, yeah, you're such a Boy Scout. You know, he's trying to, I don't know.
But so he moved it up.
That's what I
So,
yeah.
Did Pike write the note? Who wrote the note then? Was that Ortegas?
I thought the note was the message from the delegates after however he communicated.
Oh, after, so
them,
Pike somehow in his altered state, right, was able to have a cognizant moment to change the plan, right? Send off a message.
That's it.
Get it received. Like,
yeah.
I'm not. It's not tracking here. I was hoping you guys could help me out with this, but it's not.
Nope.
Still not tracking to me.
Nope.
So this host, we'll call him our host, right? The message comes in from the aliens that we're doing the trade negotiations with, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he brings that message to Ortega's instead of the captain, but why? Yeah. Is it just because? But he says, "You told me to do this all. I'm doing this because you told me." Was him doing what you told me to do just keep me away from the shuttle, or was him I'm doing what you told me to also delivering you the message?
Yep.
I was having a hard time following this.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure.
Okay, none of us could follow. Good.
I mean, I think the main thing was keep them away from the shuttle, because Scotty would obsess over it.
Oh, you think it's keep them away from the shuttle so they could enjoy vacations?
Yeah,
that's what I thought about that. But I don't really know about the note aside from the fact that the episode is specifically centered around Ortegas and Scotty. So.
Yeah, because that to me, like, why would the two drunk Scott record the message to themselves to keep the shuttle away from the Enterprise if they didn't know there was a bomb on it? Right, because to me, that's why you keep the shuttle away, because there's a bomb on it.
Yeah. Well, I thought I don't remember the episode, but when Troy and Worf go to Risa, and there are those whatever fundamentalists who are Jadzia. I'm sorry. That's my bad. When they go to Risa and Worf's joining the fundamentalists and they're messing up Risa and all that. I thought that was kind of what they were going to draw on here. Was this, I don't know, the boss of Drunk Planet, was he secretly wanting to...
See, I thought, Dendru is the host name. I thought he was more... I thought he was intended to be more of a villain than he actually was.
That's what I thought, because I thought that Ortegas and Scotty were investigating something.
I thought they were too. I thought they were investigating the bomb.
Yeah.
Who put the bomb? We never learn who put the bomb on the shuttle, right?
Right.
We never learned that in the end. Somebody just wanted to sabotage peace talks, right?
Right. I mean, it would have been
how did they get the bomb on the shuttle? Was it just parked in the valet and they were able to sneak into the valet parking?
They don't really explain that at all.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been so easy, you run into some random person who's gives you the stink eye. It was that guy. Mm-hmm. It was Tom at the bar.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, we get back, right, and we're doing the negotiations, and it is just it is something to behold.
Does he has Pike has writing on his hands too? Is he reading that to so he knows what to say? Disguised as tattoos, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And they're very upset.
Yeah.
Because they have been offended. They're like, your dog peed on my tree, so you have to go through some weird ritual to apologize.
Basically, yeah. Oh boy. Well.
And this is when Ortegas and Scotty are trying to this. I guess this is probably the highlight of the episode for me. They're trying to bond, right? Hey, I wanted to be an engineer too, but I couldn't hack it. I failed out of engineering school. It's hey, I tried to fly things, but I crashed a bunch of stuff
7 times.
and Scotty has 6 brothers apparently, and he's the youngest. I didn't know that. And Ortegas, we know, has a brother, right? We met him, right? I don't know if that's her only brother
that we know of at this point.
That we know of, right?
Yeah, at this point.
But they're both the younger children, right?
Yeah.
And so they're bonding, or the younger children often bond with other younger children. It's just the way it works, right? Because older children usually bond with older children, shared experiences relating to parents. But no, they're like, hey, you know, we got something in common, you know? We're just a bunch of screw ups. That's not what I was trying to say, but sure. No, I like this. But you're right. It does seem like last week's animosity was just to drive this storyline, right? And I feel like we're probably going to drop that after this.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they came to a pretty good understanding.
It just seemed unnecessary.
Yeah. It seemed like animosity for the sake of animosity.
Yeah. Oh, brother.
But then this is where we discovered the bomb.
Yep. And it's going to blow up in spectacular fashion.
Yeah, it will. It will blow up in spectacular fashion.
And it might even put a smile on our delegates' faces. So, yeah, like Scotty and Ortegas are like trying to. Really, Scotty is like willing to make like the sacrificial play, and Ortegas is like not really wanting him to. So it's like a matter of like timing like a beam out, basically.
Yeah, but we have to get some help first. We have to play a fun game of telephone, right? There's a bomb on the shuttle. I got your message about avocados.
I'm not gonna lie. When he hallucinates just a cactus in a red shirt, I know they did the gag a little earlier where Scotty was another tree, but I actually got a kind of a chuckle just with this scraping cactus going down the hallway. I enjoyed that quite a bit.
Yeah, and when they showed it earlier, the cactus had the hands up and had
with
a cast on the like, although I must inform you, you were still a plant.
Not a plant.
Yeah, that was pretty...
Yeah, I will beam you out of there right at the last second, and I do not before Scotty almost loses a thumb, which was, I don't know.
What?
They're doing some gruesome stuff, playing it for laughs.
Why?
Because they need to play more laughs, I guess, right?
Apparently.
I guess.
Okay. All right. Can we talk about the Kirk of it all?
Go.
All right. Spock needs help, right? He needs help. Although I need a new pair of hands. Oh, I'm right here, Spock. Yeah, you didn't see me none of you saw me when I walked in. I was just standing over in the corner waiting in the transporter room for you to walk in because why not, right? Right? Why not? Why don't just hang out in the transporter room, the empty transporter room? Why not? It's like, smack! Was that real? Okay. Why is Kirk in this episode?
Why is Kirk showing up so much on the Enterprise period when he's the first officer of another ship?
That's a good question. Why is Kirk in this episode?
He's taking a vacation.
What purpose does he serve in this episode? I get it last week, he served a purpose, right? Whatever. What purpose does he serve in this episode? Right? This is a legitimate question. I'm not trying to be funny anymore. Like, what purpose does he serve?
I mean, really, Eric. I mean, you and I, we both know the answer to this. Like, we're trying to pack in and fill in every tiny little hole that we can find in 60 years worth of Star Trek history, right? And just forgive me, David, but just like the other Star Something franchise does with all their prequel animated series and movies and whatever, we're backfilling everything that leads up to the main story. So because we know that Kirk and Spock are such best friends, we absolutely positively have to know the why, and this show is the contrived mechanism to showcase the how, the why, the whatever of them being so tight.
Okay, but do we need to know the
No,
why?
we don't.
Do we need to know that? Can't you just accept, hey, Kirk and Spock are friends, right? They're friends. You know, Kirk. If we're trying to backfill all of that, shouldn't we be trying to backfill Bones and Kirk becoming friends?
So
right? Because I feel like they almost have a bigger and closer friendship than
Right.
Kirk and Spock. But I mean, we haven't introduced Bones yet. I assume in season, maybe at the end of this season, like we did at the end of season 2 when we introduced Scotty and made him a cast member. I feel like we're gonna get Bones introduced probably at the end of this season.
So
I feel like they're gonna do that somehow. But like, if we're trying to do the who, what, when, where, why, how of Kirk and Spock, we should be doing that with Bones, right, as well. But like, we don't need to know that. Like, Kirk had his show. You go over there. Go. You're over there. That's your place. Like, don't play in this sandbox. Go over in that sandbox. It's rich, it's full, it's got good sand, right? You got lots of toys, you got lots of stuff to do over there. We don't have that much stuff to do over here. Let us do some stuff here in this sandbox without you.
You know, Eric, I hate sand.
I know.
It's rough, it's coarse, and it gets everywhere, man.
You're just like my wife, right? She don't like sand.
David got that one.
We all got that one.
No, like, let me just say this, man. Like, I've been of the opinion that the Kirk Spock bond wasn't gonna even get fully realized, like in terms of like the depth, right? Until Kirk was actually the captain of the 1701, not before on shore leave at some drunk planet. So I fully expected it, probably like both of you. I'm assuming that it would have been an off-screen kind of development that we just kind of accept. 'Cause, like, it's okay. I don't need to know every tiny little detail about every single character's life just because there's a bucket to be filled in
Like,
canon.
I didn't need to know how Tom Paris ended up in jail. Tom Paris was in jail? Okay. I accept the fact that he was in jail, right? He did something, he got there, and now we need him for this mission, so we're arranging to get him out, right? Okay, I accept that, right?
Well, I mean, I think it kind of diminishes the relationship building that they would have done in the original series and even stuff that kind of happened in the movies. It's like you're just telling me that they had this whole trauma dump together on Drunk Planet, and that's why.
I mean, like, I'm not going to try and sound funny here, but like, how many times have they actually been around each other in this series? Like, are we saying like it's a one hand count of
yeah
moments?
So I mean, I know the Sayla who ate its tail last season,
Yeah.
right?
Subspace Rhapsody was another one.
Well, were they were they together in that episode?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember them having any scenes together. I remember him going around with Una and then talking with La'an, but I don't remember the two of Kirk and Spock interacting in that episode.
So here's what I'm getting at. Like, regardless of how, like, what the actual count is, I mean, Kirk is the first officer of another ship right now. Like, he was just promoted, right? Like, we had like that little pep talk through in song form between Una and Kirk in Subspace Rhapsody about like what it's like to, be a first officer, to like, be captain, even. So they've had minimal interactions with one another. And like, are they sending each other like subspace messages, like to like try and develop any kind of friendship, any kind of like, cordial professional relationship? Or is it just based on these, I was in the quadrant and I thought I'd drop by, and that's about it?
I feel like as a newly promoted first officer, right? Somebody who is ambitious, who's young, who's working their way to the top, you don't got no time for vacation, right? Like, Riker was not a guy who took vacation.
No.
Like, not unless they forced him to.
Right.
Picard didn't take no vacations till they forced him to. I feel like the Kirk we know, yes, he he enjoys life, right? We know that he enjoys life, but I feel like this is a guy who would be so determined, right, and so dedicated. Like, I am not going on vacation at all. And like, this is 2 episodes in a row. Like, last week they went to the future leaders retreat or something like that, and that's how they ended up on the Griffin, right? We just got
Right.
this future leaders retreat. And now this episode, yeah, I was on vacation. How long are you on vacation for? What, don't you need to get back to your ship?
Here's the thing. In my mind, the way that I think Kirk gets away with it, especially, is because of the Griffin incident. Right? Call it like a mental health day, if you will. Right?
Call a counselor.
Yeah, call it like
vacation.
self-care, if you will. Right? Just as a means of kind of getting away, decompressing from something that was quite mentally traumatic. Like that's the pass I give in terms of it. Whether that's the actual in-universe reason or not, that's what makes sense. That's my headcanon.
Okay, so if that makes sense, wouldn't a better bonding and friendship moment be, hey, Kirk and Spock, let's sort of talk through our experiences, or is it too traumatic to talk through and they're not willing to? But is that a better way to build friendship and bonds rather than whatever it is they do here?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I mean, here, think of this. So, heaven forbid any of us get into like a car wreck, right? Like if all three of us are in one of each other's cars, right, and we get into a wreck in town somewhere, if I'm in the driver's seat, Eric, you're in the passenger seat, and David, you're in the back seat, right? We've all experienced that wreck together, but we've all had 3 different experiences of said wreck. So our perspective and our experience of it are going to change, and in terms of how we express it and how we talk about it. Same idea, I would say, even though it was gruesome with the Griffin incident, right? There are 3 different perspectives of that. I mean, yeah, they're dealing with these great fears that they had and insecurities that they had. 3 different perspectives and 3 different degrees in which they may or may not be willing to engage in it. So who's to say what was actually discussed between Kirk and Spock in that room on shore leave? I mean, they could have talked about it, they might not, but still, I mean, I don't know. But that's kind of like my perspective. If I'm thinking about how do we process trauma, how do we responsibly talk about it, if at all?
Well, but isn't that kind of the point we keep making, though, is that they just don't do that anymore?
Right. We have 45 minutes to kill. But you're right. I mean, you're right, David. We don't. We experience something horrific, and then we just go do the Kessel run in 12 parsecs, and we're off to the races.
Yep.
We're healed. We're fixed.
I don't know. Just, it feels like they're shoehorning him in, like, just because, we gotta have Captain Kirk in. We gotta have James Kirk in here because Star Trek is about James Kirk, right? And how do you know it's Star Trek if it's not got James Kirk in it?
Right.
And I don't know. I'm over it. And I feel like he's I skipped intro in every episode. Is Paul Wesley in the opening credits?
Not that I've seen, no.
Oh, because I just skip it at this point, right? I was into it early on, like season 1, but I'm like, I ain't got time for that.
It takes me 84 years to watch an episode.
It's been 84 years. Because I know Martin Quinn is part of the main cast.
He is, yes.
Right? But I'm just wondering if Paul Wesley is.
You know who I miss? Mitchell.
Yeah, she hasn't been there.
I haven't seen Mitchell in these first 3 episodes.
Yeah, and then you get the token cameo from Sam Kirk. He's in one episode. He's there for a bit.
Well, he had a decent size.
I might get like a hate tweet for this, but I just want Pelia gone. Like, I know she wasn't even in this episode. She hasn't
been in either of the last 2 episodes. She was only in that first episode.
I know, but I just want her gone. Let Scotty take over engineering, for crying out loud? He's got to be a commander by the time we get to
I think
Kirk's
he's just
Enterprise.
a lieutenant commander, right?
He's only a lieutenant.
Well, he's only a lieutenant commander by the time we get around to the original series, isn't he?
Sure, but we still need to get him in charge of engineering.
I mean, Geordi went from Lieutenant JG to lieutenant in season 1 to Lieutenant full grade in season 2 to Lieutenant Commander in season 3.
Yeah, Harry Kim looked up to Geordi thinking, man, if I only had a career like his. Golly.
Yep.
I can get promoted every 6 months. I mean, if Geordi can, anyone can. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man. I feel like we talked about Kirk more than the rest of this episode.
Maybe we did. You want to talk about deltas?
Sure.
Okay. So let's talk about deltas. Let's talk about how well the different divisions of Starfleet service were represented in this particular episode, looking at science, operations, and command.
Just real quick to answer my question, I just turned on the opening credits right here. It says, and it goes starring, and then it gets to the end, and Rebecca Romaine, and then it says special guest star Paul Wesley.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not officially a main cast member. He's
right.
Special guest star.
He's special.
But it's instead of doing it like after the credits, it puts it in the, like I feel like Star Trek would always do that, like, after the credits when it came up and they would be special guest star, but now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So science, I don't know how much science there actually was in this, so I'm saying no.
Mind melding with a plant isn't enough for you?
Bruh.
My mind to your leaves. My thoughts to your root system.
Do you think that was just part of a hallucination? Like, it would make more sense because you can't mind meld with a plant. Well, he did mind meld with a rock, essentially.
Yeah,
the horde.
Look, dude, if an android can mind meld with a human, a Vulcan can mind meld with a plant.
I guess it's a synthetic. Like, I don't know. It's not just a regular android, though. It's a special android.
That special android is fully functional. You know
They're made in pairs. They're made in pairs, right?
Little Picard for you guys. Little Picard. Oh, those are the days, man.
Yeah, no science. No science going on here, right?
Operations, I mean, we only had that like in the form of security with La'an throwing some muscle around.
I mean, I guess you could do some operations at the end or some engineering when they have to get the bomb off the ship. They get in the shuttle and you have to work the transporter and get them out of there, time it perfectly. There's some operations, some engineering there. So I feel like I'd be willing to give it that, so I'm not too harsh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we are bereft of leadership in this episode. Our leader is feckless, dare I say, in this episode.
Yeah. Very true.
All right. But one thing we did neglect to mention is I was totally thinking like, I'm just waiting for the Hangover camcorder tape to play during the credits, and sure enough, it did. It did. By the way. Anyway, so with that, let's talk about the rating. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being a dumpster fire, 10 being absolutely amazing, how do you rate this thing?
It's not a dumpster fire like last week. I'll just say that. Like, I enjoy a good day off episode, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing wrong with a good day off episode. Shore leave, good episode. I actually really enjoy that, right? Captain's Holiday, I really enjoy that. Let He Who Was Without Sin, which is the episode David was talking about with Worf. Yeah, not so much enjoyed that one. Not so much. Fairhaven episodes, I for what they are, they're fun, right? Their little Polynesian resort that they make on Voyager, fun for what it is, right? I feel like we had day off episodes in this series too, like the Spock Amok comes to mind, which is a really good episode. This is not not Spock amok. Uh,
No.
I'm just so dragged down by like the lack of originality here. And I'm honestly not sure why this episode is called what it is, Human Best Friend. I think it has
Because of the
something to do
comment.
with Spock and Kirk,
Yeah.
right? Which seems odd because that's like the B story.
Mm-hmm.
This should have had something to do with Ortegas, and like even if you just called this The Odd Couple Looks for a Shuttle, right? I think that'd be a better episode title than what The Human Best Friend, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. The lack of originality brings me down. I don't mind. I like humor. I like having fun. I like taking time, just have a day off, and I like pairing characters together that you wouldn't normally pair together. I think that can be interesting. Although I think like we're contriving some of the conflict between these two characters. Do I want to watch this episode again? Probably not. Right? If I'm just gonna skip over this one, right, in my rewatch. Like, yeah, I don't think I need to watch this episode. I mean, I'll give it a 6 because I don't want to be too harsh, because I don't think it's meant to be taken too seriously.
Yeah.
Whereas last week's, I think they wanted us to take very seriously,
Mm-hmm.
and it doesn't.
Yeah.
And so we should be harsh on that episode.
I really can't add much more, dude. Like, honestly, like I was thinking a 6 myself with this episode. I mean, yeah, like I was just like, this episode just seemed a little predictable because like any of us that grew up watching The Hangover or have ever seen The Hangover, you kind of like know like how the story is kind of like, you know, pieced together and kind of like what to expect. And just the fact that before the credits even rolled, I was like, okay, where's the camcorder footage? Where is it? Like I was just ready for it. So like honestly, like yeah, I'm right there with you. This my complaint last time with the Griffin incident was that there wasn't much there wasn't anything there in terms of like a in-universe Star Trek answer to the why we were having these hallucinations, like all these like horror induced fantasies and stuff. Like there, it wasn't like I think I said this in like my discussion for my rating. Like there wasn't like if we just kept like our respirator on, like the mold spores wouldn't have gotten into our system and, you know, wreaked havoc on our biggest insecurities, causing these horror whatever things. Like we didn't have that. It was just horror for the sake of horror last time. This, you know, there was at least some explanation. Like we knew going into this that the atmosphere was going to cause our characters to think, feel, and behave a certain way, but it would be personalized to kind of what they're bringing to the planet also. And that there's a time, it's time limited, and we'll be back to normal and we can fix this stuff. So despite the originality like you're talking about, right, and like kind of knowing how The Hangover rolls out, there was that Star Trek explanation that I've come to expect from this franchise. So it was okay. You know, is this like must-see Star Trek for me? No. Do I hate it? No. It's just there. It's a 6.
So we're in, you know, season 4. Each season's been 10 episodes, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
So if you think about it from a scale of a normal series from the 90s, this would effectively be season 2. And that's exactly where I would put an episode like this. Because this is like getting to know the quirky side of your crew, where you're kind of like, you know, you've done some serious stuff. You fought some guys. You've had your first big conflict, right? And then, you know, you kind of chill out a little bit and, you know, you do your Tom Cruise, your Coyote Ugly at the bar, and, you know, you figure out the person that can sing, and this is the party one, and kind of get to know them a little better. It's a little odd in season 4 after all that we've already kind of learned about all of them, to just sort of just do the goofy episode. But with that said, man, I actually kind of enjoyed it. If I were rewatching the season, obviously we've only done 3 episodes. The only one that I would skip right now is the Griffin incident. I'm good completely on that episode. I would rewatch this. I thought there was some rewatchability, but as you guys both said already, it's not terribly original. It is The Hangover. You know, are they picking stuff out of a hat, or is somebody somewhere just paying homages to everything? It's like, you know, for the puppet episode, is that going to be like Step Brothers or something with puppets? You know, it's like, what else are we going to kind of draw off of? So I had fun with it. The plot itself needed some work because we were all confused as to what even was going on. So it's like, it was kind of funny. I enjoyed the tree people. There was some funny stuff in there, but it wasn't terribly original. It wasn't terribly coherent. So I think it's just sort of like average TV, something that you would expect in like more of a season 2. So I'm going to go just a wee bit higher than you guys. Cause like, I mean, like I said, I'd rewatch it, but it's not great by any stretch. So 6.8.
Okay.
So we have Eric with a 6, and myself with a 6 also, and Dave with a 6.8, which puts our average at a 6.26 on this. So I always ask you that, guys, this, but like, how is it trending so far?
Oh,
5.8.
Yeah, IMDb is not very good.
Oh, did we talk about how they've changed this site and how weird it looks now?
No.
What?
It's different. Like they've changed it. You can't even read all the user submitted like review write-ups anymore. You have to like sign in and stuff. But yeah, it's a 5.8. I actually thought people would be a little higher on it. Like episode 1, 8.4, the Griffin incident, 7.1, and this 5.8.
Wow. What did you say the first one was?
8.4.
Wow. Okay. Well.
Oh,
Well, how about that, guys? Well, hey, before we get out of here, I got something for you. We have us another Twitter poll. So I asked the people of the Xverse, the formerly known as the Twitterverse, this groundbreaking, on brand sort of question: who would you want to spend shore leave with? And the options were karaoke with Una, drinks with Mbenga, Ambujitsu with La'an, or a rager with Uhura. What would y'all pick?
Karaoke with Una.
Yeah?
I'm going drinks with Mbenga because then I can also enjoy the karaoke, but we can just sort of be chilling out.
Okay.
Who in their right mind is picking La'an here? Worf was probably picking La'an, right?
Here we go. These are our results, guys. These are the results, man. So we have karaoke with Una in first place right here.
Do you think she would let you in there? I mean, you know how she had like 14 songs in a row. Like, can I just like slip in here one time?
Where's the duet?
Give me the holding out for a hero. You can do the.
Yep. So yeah, we have karaoke with Una at 56%, drinks with Mbenga at 22%, and a two-way tie with Uhura and La'an with their respective things. So there you go.
All right.
There you go. So hope y'all enjoyed that. And anyways, we're gonna be back next time for episode 4, which I think is like a black and white kind of noir episode, just from what I've seen. Which,
Oh.
by the way, I didn't get to check it out. I think you have to have like Paramount like linked to your Apple TV or something. But apparently, like I think it was like last week last week you were able to watch episode 4 on Apple TV or something like that.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yep. Anyway, guys, thanks
It's
for this.
It's a Una-centric episode next week.
There we go.
You know how they have all the little one-sentence blurbs.
Mm-hmm. Which I actually, like, judging by the picture, like I thought it was an Mbenga episode, but...
Oh, I don't see... IMDb doesn't have a picture.
Okay.
Are you looking on...
There was just like, it was just like a major focus on like Mbenga or whatever in black and white, and I was like, okay, I guess this is an Mbenga episode, but...
Yeah, the description makes it seem like an Una episode.
That's fine with me.
Yeah, I want some more Una.
Bring it. Bring it, Commander.
Bring you don't hire Rebecca Romaine and not use her.
That's right. That's right.
I mean, you shouldn't.
No. Hey, man, she'll be in Doomsday this December, reprising her role as Mystique.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Really?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know that.
Now you know.
Yep.
Now you know.
Wasn't she turned in? I mean, and we can get out of here. We don't have to talk. Wasn't she turned into a human in the last time she was? Didn't she get the little jab, the anti-mutant
Yes,
jab
young
thing?
grasshopper, but remember, that cure did not last.
It didn't?
No, because like some of the people that they jabbed with like the mutant cure, like they kind of like showed it like as like the camera was pulling out towards the end that like the mutations were coming back.
Okay.
So it didn't stick.
I don't remember. I haven't watched those X-Men movies in a
It's
while.
fine. It's fine. You have time to catch up before December. I'm just saying.
Okay. All right.
Anyway, guys, thanks for, as always, thanks for the conversation and talking Trek with me. All y'all out there in listener land, hope you enjoyed this episode and our discussion as well. What'd you think of the episode? Did you like it? Did you rate it higher or lower? Let us know. Get in contact with us at trtvpod.com. Open up your hailing frequencies and type it into trtvpod@gmail.com. You can connect with us there. You can also send us a voice only to 817-752-4757. There's a 3-minute limit, so be aware of that. Also, you know, we're starting to post again to places like Instagram and X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, at TRTVPod. So make sure you check us out there, like the reels and just some updates that we're posting. But beyond that, you know, if you want to send us something like the valet, you know, chip so we can get a shuttlecraft, you know, make sure you get it to the right place. The right attendant is at Lone Star Station, P.O. Box 2455, Azle, Texas 76098. Everyone, thanks so much for tuning in, and as always, remember to boldly go and make it so.